Hello everyone, it's Nathan here and welcome to my video today of this 2012 Dodge Grand Caravan SXT and to my channel. Thanks for taking a look and joining with me. We're going to go all around this van, inside, outside, under the hood, check out all the details. I'm going to point out any imperfections to you. It's a very, very nice van, a great van for a family, a very nice vehicle for the price and the money. And it's had a lot of new parts. I'm going to tell you all about that here in a moment. 2012 SXT Stow and Go seats. This is new age technology for minivans. You know, minivans first started in the late 80s and a lot of people didn't like them because they thought they were kind of ugly, but they've grown on a lot of people. They've gotten a lot better looking more currently, and they're very functional vehicles. I like to call it a family truckster because that's what it is. It hauls all the kids, all the luggage, all the gear, all the soccer equipment, basketball equipment, and all of the sporting stuff plus luggage, and can certainly go on a family vacation. And this one has been under the same ownership for almost its entire life, since 2013 when it had 37,000 miles. So it's been with the same folks for a long, long time. It's been very well cared for, and speaking of family vacations, it has a roof rack on the top. So when you have too much stuff that won't fit inside, you can buy one of those bubble top things and stick it up there and you'll have even more space. So very nice. Bright silver metallic on the outside. It's mostly black on the interior with a little bit of gray. It does have a few bumps and bruises as we come around the back here. You can see a little dent in the lower part of the tailgate. I'm gonna point out, let me go around the whole vehicle. I'm gonna point out all the little things, make sure you see it all. But a few little things, but it is mechanically 100%. This van drives like a Cadillac. It drives perfect. It's had a lot of new parts I'm gonna tell you about here in 1 second. And, excuse me, it truly drives wonderful. Everything works. It drives nice, it rides nice, the seats are comfortable. Just a nice all-purpose family utility vehicle. Take note of how nice and clear and clean the headlights are. Very nice. The paint is in great shape overall. There's nothing terribly negative. Let me tell you about the new parts, and I'm going to go around and show you any imperfections that I want to make sure that you're aware of. It just had new front brakes, rotors, calipers, and brake hoses. So all of the brake components here in the front are new. You can see the new shininess of the rotor, and that caliper's already got a little bit of rust, but that's just what happens to them. Brand new. All the brake parts up front here. These two new tires in the front, these Firestone all-season tires, these are brand new. If you're curious for the size, 225, 65, 16. So the front two tires are new. The other two tires that were on the van already, these Cooper tires in the rear, these have 10 30-seconds tread, which is literally new. You can see the tread here. So these did not need to replace because they're basically still brand new. Rear brakes are a little bit older, but they still have, let me look at my notes, 8mm. So that's about 80% brake pads remaining. So it won't need rear brakes for a long time. The tires are basically all brand new. The front brakes and rotors and calipers are new. Along with those new parts, it just got a new alternator, a new serpentine belt, a brand new Interstate battery. If you're familiar with Interstate battery, they do offer used or reconditioned batteries. I don't do that. This is a brand new Interstate battery. It was about $120. It's got I believe a 3-year limited warranty. Also, the tires in the front, also a new thermostat. New engine air filter, new cabin air filter, the coolant flush, which made sense with doing the thermostat, and a fresh oil change. It's had regular care and maintenance throughout the years. With regular maintenance, it does not need anything. On top of that, when we go inside, I'm going to show you, it has a brand new Kenwood radio. It has a brand new set of rubber all-weather floor mats throughout the entire van. And it also has a brand new key. So it has 2 total keys, one of which is brand new. And it's just a nice van. So new brakes and rotors in the front, and calipers, new brake hoses, new alternator, new serpentine belt, new Interstate battery, 2 new tires in the front, new thermostat, new engine air filter, new cabin air filter, a coolant flush and oil change. wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You can get in this van and drive it. I promise you, it's ready to go. It's ready to drive. You can probably find one for less money. I'm sure you can. That's cheaper, but it's not going to be like this. It's not going to be this ready. It was just detailed. It's beautiful. It's ready to go. All right, imperfections. I'll show you these and then we'll look how nice the inside is. The inside's wonderful. A little bit of rust bubbling here on this fender. This side's pretty clean. Overall, very nice. The dents on the tailgate here I talked about. There's a little bit of bubbling here. It's just minor. And a dent at the bottom. I don't know what from, but it's there. A little scratch that was here that's been touched up with touch-up paint. On this side, these vans are known for rust around these rear wheel wells or down here on the rockers, but it doesn't have any down low, but some bubbling here around this wheel well opening. Also has had touch-up paint applied to try to kind of cover it, slow it down. You know, you keep it clean, it shouldn't get much worse for sure. And then lastly, this fender probably been repainted at some point in this vehicle's life. Maybe prior in the early years. The clear coat is peeling. That's what this is here. It's almost like a sunburn. The clear coat's peeling on that fender a little bit. It's not a big deal. It's not going to affect anything. There's also a dent right there. If you really don't like it, you could take it to a body shop and have them just repaint that fender. It would probably only cost about maybe $350, $400, but certainly isn't affecting anything. The front bumper is pretty darn clean. A few little chips down here along the bottom, commensurate with the miles. A couple little marks on the bumper here from bumping into things, but overall, same thing here. But overall, it's definitely nice and probably nicer than the average. And then a little bubble right here, which is really common on these Dodge Chrysler vehicles. I don't know why, but they start doing this on the front edge of the hood. There's a little bit right there, and there's a little bit right there. Let's look over the inside now, which is really very positive and very pleasing. And I'll show you the engine as well towards the end here. Here's these brand new mats. Let me open the power sliding door. These are really nice, thick, heavy quality, all season mats. Makes it really easy to take these out and just rinse them off, spray them off in your driveway or at a car wash. They cover, I mean, anybody that looks at this vehicle probably has kids, and we all know kids are messy. I have one of my own. But these mats cover basically the entire floor back here. So you don't have much carpet exposed at all. Makes it wonderful to clean up and easily clean up messes. The driver passenger one are really nice and even fitted to the shape here, covering all the carpet again with a hook to keep it securely in place on both sides. Driver's side seat is nice. The fabric's nice. It's firm. Also, drivability wise, I forgot to mention this, but I will make a separate video of me driving the van with my talking some more about it. So take a look for that on my channel. You'll see me drive it. You'll see how nice it drives. It doesn't do anything bad when it drives, but I'm going to drive it in the city and on the freeway, show you just how nice it is. There's a couple burn marks is what these are right here on the fabric. I'm not going to say that it was never smoked in. It currently does not smell like smoke at all. It's been cleaned. The female driver did smoke and occasionally did in the vehicle earlier in life, and that's probably what those are from. So it doesn't smell like smoke now. It hasn't, and it's all been cleaned, and the cabin filter's been replaced. A little bit of cracking on the vinyl on this armrest, but it's nice. It does everything it's supposed to do. The center console here, very clean. There's a couple power outlets in there, lots of cup holders. Here is the brand new key. The other key is just like this. This one is brand new and all of the buttons work on it. The other one will start and drive the vehicle, but the buttons do not work. So the other one's a good second or spare key, but this one is brand new. So brand new key, and there's also the other one. Simple climate control, rear climate control. You can control it from up here. They can control it back there. Here is the brand new Kenwood radio. The original radio was not very good anymore. This has, of course, regular radio, aux, USB, and it also has Bluetooth audio. So I don't have my phone paired to it, of course, right now, but there's USB and aux. Just a nice, simple, easy to use. Plus it has Bluetooth phone. You can see the phone button right here. I had this installed in this van, so it's brand new from Columbus Car Audio. Definitely the place to go for car audio and electronics. There's a microphone up here, and so that's what picks up your voice if you decide to use it with the Bluetooth phone. These are power door and tailgate buttons here. The only thing on this van that I'm going to show when we go to the back is the power tailgate will open power, but it's not so friendly with closing power. It is just easier on this particular van. I think it's just getting old and tired on the power tailgate to just open and close it manually. So I'll show you that in the back. Sunglass holder, and then it doubles as a baby mirror to watch your kids there in the back. I actually really like this about cars that have this. Let's see what else. There's interior lights. Shifter up here is kind of cool, keeps it out of the way. Let me close the door or doors so I can push that up here, and the power door is closing behind me. Here's all of the gauges, everything correct. There's the exact mileage, 202, 292. All the gauges work perfectly, and cruise control here works great. Steering wheel is in nice shape, a little bit of wear on the top of it right here, but it's not sticky or icky or anything weird. It's just a little bit of wear from 200,000 miles, but it's still very nice. It's a nice thick steering wheel, which I like. A nice steering wheel. Dashboard, nice shape, no issues there. Also the headliner, let me show you the headliner. Headlights here, and then here's this door panel. Door panel's in nice shape. That's what I said about it's mostly black inside, but then there's this light stone color on the lower areas and on these door panels throughout. But power windows, power locks, power mirrors. These are the wing windows in the back. They open and close, see it move. So that's for airing out the back when you've got your stinky children back there after a soccer game. Bottle holders in the door panels, very cool about minivans. Headliner is in great shape. It's nice, it's clean, it's not, doesn't have any issues or any sagging or anything weird. It's all good, it's all there. Same thing with the visors. All right, let's continue on to the rear. So you can pull the handle like that to power operate the door. You can push the button on the overhead. You can push the button on the key and do lots of things to open these doors. I'm not going to demonstrate the stow and go seats, but this, of course, is a stow and go vehicle. So there's these compartments underneath here where these seats can tumble into the floor and be stowed. Kind of nice if you ever need to carry something big or heavy or long box or something like that. There's the climate control in the rear where the kids can control it themselves, or you can take control and keep the controls up front with you. Backs of the seats are in good shape. Hit my head again. The mats, just awesome the way they covered the floor. There's a power outlet here. This mat is its own piece back here. There's a seam right here, so this one stops right here. But this is the smallest one right there for the third row seat. Third row seat is in great shape too. Cup holders galore. Very comfortable back there. I mean, even for grandma to be stuck in the back because you don't want her up front. It's a nice ride back there. It's not too small, it's not too tight. The tracks and things are in good shape and nice and clean here on this as well. And then here's a button right here, so you push that and the door will close, or the kids can push the button themselves to close it. Now, tailgate. There's a manual handle right here. If you lift up on the manual handle, it pops the tailgate and it just opens like they always did before there were power tailgates. I can show you this more in person or whatever the case, but the power, when you try to close it power with the button here or from the button up front, it will get almost closed and then it bounces back to reopen. So it's just tired of doing the power movement. So it's just easier to open and close it manually. Not really a big deal. It's wonderful that the power sliding doors work perfectly. I think it's a small concession, and it's the only thing that I could say, quote unquote, doesn't work on the van or doesn't work like it should. Other than this tailgate issue, everything is awesome. The jack and the tools and everything is in here on the side panel. I know it is. It's all been cleaned. It's put away in there, the jack and the tools. The seats back here, of course, you can see, and you probably know, all the straps and levers. The seats fold down and then they will tumble backwards into this well back here. The carpeting back here is very nice and clean. So these seats don't fold into the floor like they do up front. They just end up folding into this well, but then they're completely flat, and makes for a ton of room back here, of course. Some scratches on the plastic back here and a few little marks here and there, but again, remember what I said in the beginning, family truckster. That's what minivans are made for. Some scratches on this plastic, but still pretty nice. Door panel back here. It's clean. I think it's pretty darn clean overall. All right. Yeah, hard to demonstrate all of those seat operations with only one free hand. But as you can see, there's a grab handle here and a grab handle here. So I would pull it down, and then right about where that dent is, just give it a push to close it, and you close it manually. You pop it open, you close it manually. It just works better than the power thing that's kind of got a mind of its own. So power door over here. Same thing here. This seat stow and goes into the floor underneath here. This seat, when you lift this handle, it will also tumble. You know, if you do have grandma that needs to get into the back, this seat collapses and folds like this and then pops up. Again, I'm not going to demonstrate that, but you can see the little picture. It'll tumble. That makes it a little easier for someone to get in the third row seat, but most of the time kids just hop in and jump in and go through the middle. But armrests on these chairs is very nice. The fabric is in great shape. There's the mats all the way. Same thing here, nice and clean on these tracks. All right, so a button over here to close this door, same thing. There's the so clean it's squeaking. Stow and Go right there, logo, love it. Stow and Go first came out in, let me think here, 2005. So this was a kind of Dodge exclusive in 2005 was the first year of this. So they've been doing it for a long time by this point. This seat is very nice as well. No, very nice and comfortable, firm. Two glove boxes in this van. One here to keep whatever, tissues and stuff, and then owner's manuals, and another glove box down below. So here's the mat on this side. Again, has a hook, so the two front ones have the hooks. I even left the plastic on this logo here on this mat, so they're brand new. There's the dashboard on this side. Seven-passenger SXT Stow and Go. Look how nice this door panel is. Some LED lighting on the inside. I forgot to mention that earlier. All right, let's look at the engine now, right? That's what moves it. It's nice and clean and tidy. It runs great. Again, if you didn't hear me say it earlier, take a look at my other video of me driving the van for some real-time ride-along driving city freeway. There's that brand new interstate battery. That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. 18-month free replacement, but it is a limited warranty beyond that. There is more than 18 months, but they start prorating it after that. The new alternator's down there, kind of hard to see. Listen to how well it runs. Listen to how quiet it is. They don't run like that when they haven't been taken care of. Bottom of the hood is nice. The hood pad's nice. Look here. Again, the little spots on the outside that I mentioned to you, you can see right there. They don't even really come on the inside. Same thing here on this one. It's just right on the outside for whatever reason. It doesn't wrap around to the inside of the hood. I'm gonna just let you listen here at idle, and then I'll rev it up here in a moment. I'm going to go in here so I can push the accelerator pedal and rev it up so you can hear it at a little higher RPM. Let's see. I like to do that so you can hear it at a little higher RPM to hear how smooth it is. This has a rev limiter, so I couldn't take it beyond what you were hearing it at the top, which was only about 3,500 RPMs, but nonetheless, there is under the hood. All right. So, in conclusion, Nate says, this is a great van for the money. Really, if you've watched this, I think you'll agree and realize that for what this is and for all the new parts and price of this, it's fantastic. And these have a great reputation. They've been around a long time. They're proven. Like I said, the Stow and Go seats developed almost 18 years ago. 2012. It obviously is still pretty current, and it certainly doesn't look old. It's still a pretty current looking van. The crossbars up top on the roof are nice. You can add a ski rack or a bubble or whatever you might like, and all of the new parts certainly make this, as I keep saying, ready to go and ready to drive and ready to enjoy. I don't know if I showed the whole roof. There we go. Yeah, just a nice van. You know, a lot of times you look at these vans and they're completely trashed. That's not the case with this. It's clean, it's ready for your next adventure and ready to take you and your family and all of your gear wherever you desire to go. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate any comments, and definitely take a look at the next video on my channel, which should be right next to this one, of me to drive this van, and I'm gonna talk about it some more while we drive. So nothing less than amazing, and take care, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.